HighLevel's got over 300 features, so it can be hard to understand which ones really stand out. We'll keep watching because I'm going to be going through my top 10 features that you should be using in HighLevel in 2025. Let me just introduce myself real quick. My name's Jay and I explore platforms like HighLevel in depth so you don't have to. My job is to help you pick, use and master the right platforms for your business. If you enjoy this sort of content, please drop me a like and subscribe. And as always, there is a link in the description below where you can get your hands on a 30-day extended free trial for the HighLevel Pro plan. Now with that out of the way, let's get into it. So HighLevel is such an extensive platform, plus it's always introducing new features onto it, so it can be hard to understand which ones are best to use. Now, besides the usual sales funnels, pipelines and all of that, there are 10 features which I think are particularly beneficial and useful whether you're a marketing agency or you're just using HighLevel for your own business. So first of all, I'm going to jump into the contacts tab because I think this is often underutilized and it's a really great feature that tells you a lot of information. So this is inside a contact, well it's me actually, but it's just a dummy account. And you can see how much information you can view. And it's really great for staying on top of what each contact is doing and what kind of activity they've engaged in. But not only that, you can actually email and message your contacts from within their profile. So you can actually view the entire message feed here, as well as what they've been doing. So as you can see here, a new appointment's been created and they've been added to a pipeline. And once they start engaging in various activities, you will be able to view it here. So it gives you a really granular overview of what each individual is doing. And then as you get to know your contacts, you can add in more information here. You can assign tags and you can even assign automation to individual contacts. So what I really like about this feature is that it's a one-stop shop for your contacts. So rather than going into opportunities to add them to a pipeline, rather than going down here into memberships to add them to a course, so on and so forth, you can actually just do all of the activity within their contact profile. So it saves you having to click around various other places on the platform, which is a lot more time consuming. Now, the second feature you should definitely be using is the website chat widget. This has come along in leaps and bounds since it was first introduced. At the start, you could only use it for email and SMS chat, but that is since extended to live chat, WhatsApp, or you can have it as all-in-one. So I think this is particularly brilliant because it allows customers and clients to get hold of you and have their questions answered, even if you're not sat at your desk. So it's impossible to be available for live chat 24/7. So what you can do when that's not available is allow people to move on to SMS and email. So if you're on the go or if it's out of hours, you can still get their messages coming through and they can still get answers. Let's just take a quick look at some examples. We've got Techmatics here. They use HighLevel for their website and the chat widget here as well. So they don't have live chat. They move it onto email or phone. Then we have this website. This is Meet Nikki. She's incorporated SMS, email and live chat. So you just pick the one you want and then it will connect. And then this one's really interesting as well because it introduces another feature, and that's the ability to embed a booking calendar into the chat widget. So not only can you use it to facilitate customer service, you can also use it to book appointments as well. So the third feature I want to introduce is something called Missed Call Text Back. Now, what usually happens when somebody calls a business and nobody picks up is that they'll just move on to the next one and keep going until somebody answers. And for the original business that was called, that results in a number of dropped leads and that business is lost forever. However, if you use Missed Call Text Back, what will happen when that person calls and nobody picks up is that HighLevel will automatically send a text to their phone that instructs them on what to do next. So whether that's to book an appointment so somebody can take their call and speak to them properly, or whether it's directing them to a landing page that has all the information they need, HighLevel can send a message. You just add it in here and it will get sent out automatically to the individual that calls. And you can also do that with voicemail as well if you like. Ultimately, that won't make the caller feel like they're being ignored. It's going to direct them on what to do next. And for the business, it means no lost revenue and no lost leads. The fourth feature is going to make your business setup so much more efficient, and those are snapshots. Now, these are essentially pre-built sub-accounts that contain all the assets you need for common things like marketing campaigns, websites, and so on. Now, HighLevel already includes a whole load of these for free in various different business niches, so you can just click into one and it will show you all of the assets it includes. So rather than starting from scratch, you can upload a snapshot and it will have those pre-built assets ready for you to customize. So what's really useful is you can create your own snapshots. So that makes setting up new clients a hell of a lot easier. So let's say you work in the dental industry and you start taking on dental clients. You build out your first sub-account, it has common marketing workflows that dental practices would need, you get everything perfect, and then you want to go and take on your second dental client. Now instead of starting that sub-account from scratch, you can just create a snapshot from your original sub-account or your original client. You can do that here, look, you just click here, select the sub-account, and then you have a snapshot that you can load into the new sub-account and then just customize the various assets, and you've got it all ready for your new client. And if you get really good at making snapshots, or you create one that you think is particularly special, you need to know that those are in demand. People will pay good money for a good snapshot. There's loads of third-party sellers out there doing exactly that and making extra revenue just by selling the snapshots they create. So if you do want an extra revenue stream, then that's definitely something you should consider. Number 5 is WhatsApp. Yes, HighLevel has SMS messaging, so why would you want to use WhatsApp as well? Well, there are a couple of reasons. The first one is that it has over 3 billion users, and especially if you want to reach people outside of the US, then it is a brilliant tool to be using to get hold of people. The second reason is that WhatsApp can actually be much cheaper than using SMS. So it has a $10 per month fee, and then you pay per 24-hour conversation window, not per message, which is what SMS does. So if you're sending frequent messages and you're having lengthy conversations, it can actually be a lot more affordable to use WhatsApp than it can for SMS. The sixth feature I recommend is Reputation Management. So what this does is it pulls in all of the Google and Facebook reviews onto a single interface, so you can view all of the information in one place. So as well as the overall review score, you can actually view review trends, so you can see what might not be going so well and then take measures to improve things. Additionally, you can send out review requests automatically via email, SMS and WhatsApp, so this is going to increase the chances of actually receiving a review in the first place. And if you actually want to expand reputation management beyond Google and Facebook, there is an upgrade here which increases the number of platforms to over 45. So not only can you manage reviews, you can also manage online listings and make them consistent no matter where they are. Moving on now to number 7, and that is the memberships area where you can create courses and communities. Now, I don't think HighLevel is the best platform for monetizing these things. I think standalone platforms like Kajabi or LearnWorlds are much better suited for that purpose. However, using courses and communities to provide customer service, however, is an excellent idea. So, for example, you could create a membership area that's used for client onboarding. You can fill it with courses, resources, and other information that your clients would need in order to get themselves up and running with you. It can be a one-stop shop for everything useful. And then if you attach a community as well, your clients and customers can get together and engage with each other and share useful information, tips, and so on. It's a valuable tool that people really appreciate. And if you just take a look here, this is what HighLevel have done with their university. They've got all the courses here that are available, they're all free, and people can just click into them and take them at their own pace. Ultimately, if you want to serve your clients better and provide extra value to your services, then courses and communities are something you should be using with your business. Now, number 8 might seem a little silly because it's not strictly a HighLevel feature, but if the HighLevel platform didn't exist, neither would this. And that is the HighLevel official Facebook group. Now, the reason I'm mentioning this is because HighLevel customer service isn't always the best. They have a tendency to take a long time to get back to you with answers, and they can sometimes leave you hanging for days at a time or sometimes even weeks. Whereas in contrast, the HighLevel community has got over 100,000 members, and they all use HighLevel themselves. They're all business owners. So often you'll get answers a lot quicker here than if you would calling customer service. And I just think this is a really great place to go for advice and tips in general, because there is a wealth of experience here that you can tap into and learn from. And that makes you a better business owner as well. Now, I don't think any HighLevel feature list would be quite complete without talking about the automation capabilities, which are vast and extensive. And a lot of people, I think, are daunted by this, but once you get used to it, you'll be so surprised at how much it can do. It can literally automate every part of your business, from simple admin tasks to hugely complex sales cycles. When you first dive into automation, start with one of HighLevel's pre-built recipes. So these are automated workflows that have already been set up, and you just need to customize them for your own uses. But really, this is the key, And this is what's going to allow you to scale your business without actually taking on additional members of staff. Automation is your additional member of staff. So yes, there is a big learning curve to this. It can get quite complicated, but stick with it because it is really going to help you in the long run. Now, the final feature that I just have to mention is the high-level SaaS capabilities. Now, this definitely isn't for beginners, it's for more advanced users of the platform, but this is going to allow you to scale your business to new heights as well. So essentially, you can upgrade to the Agency Pro plan and you get access to unlimited SaaS accounts. So what is this? Software as a service. And high-level allows you to brand its entire platform, choose which features you want to include, set your own prices, and then sell it as if it was your own product. Just take a look at these examples. Now, these are all high-level SaaS products, but you would never know it. Look at the branding, it's completely different, and it doesn't look anything like this product, and they all specialize in different niches as well. So this one focuses on solar, legal, and home services. This one focuses on photography businesses, and this one focuses on contractors. So that just shows you can really niche down and build a product that works for your client audience. Now, like I said, the SaaS feature isn't for beginners, but once you start using the platform and you get completely comfortable with it, it's definitely something you can expand into. And of course, it brings you the opportunity of unlimited revenue because you can sell your SaaS product an unlimited number of times. So that wraps up 10 high-level features that you should definitely be using in 2025. Now, if you haven't yet signed up for the platform, don't forget, use the link below. You'll get access to an extended 30-day free trial for the high-level Pro plan. As always, if you have any questions, please drop them in the comments box below. I am always happy to answer them. That's all from me for this video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.